Good afternoon, guys. It's a beautiful, what is it, Wednesday afternoon, and I've got my Cervelo and my Salsa Journeyman out. They're obviously both gravel bikes, and I had a couple questions. People asked me, what's the biggest difference between your Cervelo Aspero and your Salsa Journeyman? In all honesty, the biggest difference is just the weight. They both ride beautiful. Um, Does the Cervelo ride lighter? Of course it does. It feels more agile. If you go off a jump, go off a rock, bouncing around tends to rattle a little bit more, whereas the Journeyman feels a little bit more stable. Um, the Cervelo has Donnelly's 700 by 40, so it's a wide enough tire. And in all honesty, I could go a little wider. I probably could go up to about a 42 or 43. But you know what? I'm not going to do that because I don't need a tire that wide for the conditions I ride in. I ride on a lot of hardpack. I ride on a lot of sand, and it doesn't get that gnarly. Yesterday, you saw a video of some of the rocks, the rock garden I was riding through with the Journeyman, and both bikes, I literally have to walk them through. And it's not that big of a stretch. So, what do I like about the Cervelo over the Journeyman? Really, again, it's going to get back to the weight. It feels livelier. It feels quicker. You know, with that wheel, the rear wheel tucked in so tight, makes that rear triangle super tight and super responsive. So it's not a sketchy bike because of the rake on the front fork. But man, when you stomp on those pedals, it moves. And I love it when I'm pulling out of a uh, a gravel section and onto asphalt. You can really start moving. And people always see me pop out onto the road, and they go, "Oh, that bike's going to be slow." Man, this bike's not slow at all. It's quick. It is crit geometry, man. And what I mean by that, criterium geometry. It's quick and fast and agile. When you're bouncing off rocks or going off a curb or something, you could really get air on this bike, and it lands beautifully. You know, um, I feel these wheel. I mean, these hubs are butter, man, butterly smooth hubs, and that's something else I love about this bike. The Easton components, everything on it, it's spec beautifully. The Scram Apex, I know it's a lower end Scram 1 by, but man, it's efficient. It's really efficient. You could climb forever on this bike. Now, the Journeyman. You guys know I love this bike. Man, I take this bike. This has, of all my bikes right now, this and the Trekkimanda have the most miles on it, or kilometers. Uh, and the reason is because it just rides smooth. I love the way I have it set up. It's stretched out. The handlebars nice and low. The seats nice and high. The fabric saddle, man, that fabric saddle's great. I like moving around on my saddle, especially when I'm bouncing around off road, and it just does the job. These 27.5s by 2.1 are the perfect complement to this bike. I can't go any wider than that. You know, I've even contemplated using some Horizons, some 650 by 47 slicks, and that'll make the bike even quicker than it already is. But you know what? I love riding off road on this bike, and I love riding fast. I love getting in sandy sections because when you grab into the sand, those fat tires float. And that's what's nice about the fat tire. The fat tire rides on top of the sand. Whereas the skinnier tire, and this 40C isn't much skinnier, but it's a tad taller. So in sand, the Salsa Journeyman wins every single day. Hard pack, fast riding, descents, climbing. Man, the Cervelo weight, man, there's a huge weight difference. The Cervelo naked, 18 and a half pounds. The Salsa Journeyman naked, almost 26 pounds. Fully set up, the Cervelo is, with everything on it, as you see, even with full water bottles, you're tipping the scale about 20 and a half pounds, which is beautiful, beautiful weight for a off-road bike. But on the other hand, the Salsa has a few more gadgets on it, forks, everything. almost tipping the scale over 29 pounds. So it adds a lot of weight. Hey, guess who just showed up, guys? Yep, your favorite, Damien. Hey, Damien. I already picked up the poop, so don't take a poop. You guys all know Damien. He loves to poop. But anyways, guys, those are the basic differences. Um, do I worry more when I'm on the Cervelo? Of course. I don't want to scratch it up. I don't want to ding it up. And it's got these bash guards on it, which work beautiful. But the Salsa, man, I'll take it deep into a corner. I'll take it over rocks. I'll take it over anything. About the only thing that's going to happen is the paint's going to chip it. And you guys know I love the color. I love the paint scheme on this bike. So I don't know. I just feel lively and happy on the Salsa because it's really a good value. But man, when I want to go fast and catch up to a roadie or two, man, I jump on the Cervelo because the Cervelo is just a speed demon. You know, two beautiful bikes. Um, I might even get rid of my road bikes. That's how much I'm enjoying these gravel bikes. Okay, guys, if you have any questions on the two bikes, let me know. And hey, guys, thank you for all the new subscribers. It's really appreciated. It's fun. And maybe one day I'll hit 1,000. Talk to you all soon.